Yo, what's going on, guys? You got Glop, and today I'm bringing you a Sword and Shield Are You Live? Figured I would shift things up a little bit. I've been doing a lot with random battles lately, and I kind of wanted to get more familiar with the standard formats, so to speak. So I am bringing a team today built by Slobroski. We're rocking out with a mixed boots, Abomasnow, choice specs, Inteleon, boots, Charizard, and then of course we've got SNORLAX, defensive Weezing, and defensive Steelix. So pretty standard stuff in this metagame. I played a few games just to ladder up a little bit, and I think we're at an okay spot in the ladder. Don't expect the most quality of games, but it's also not going to be like bottom of the barrel. So yeah, we're just gonna get right into this. It's definitely refreshing to be playing the more standard formats. Having done so much with randoms, I feel like I've gotten a little out of touch, a little bit rusty. So I definitely want to, make sure I strap myself back in for that. So looking at this game here, the opponent's team looks pretty standard. I would say that all these Pokemon are fairly high in usage. I'm not sure which Silvally type it is, but I'm assuming it's just defensive Vaporeon, defensive Steelix. It could be Swords Dance or Calm Mind, Virizion, most likely Scarf, Togedemaru. And then I believe that Indeedee runs like Life Orb mixed. So yeah, I'm a little bit scared at team preview. But I think that if I get Virizion and Steelix out of the picture, that SNORLAX is a pretty good shot of winning. So in terms of leads, kind of tough. Like I said, that Indeedee is kind of scary. Don't really have the best psychic answer in this team besides SNORLAX. And I think it gets Psyshock, so it would definitely mess it up. I'm going to go ahead and lead off with Inteleon and see how that works out. As we have a lead of Virizion. So these are likely not Scarf, and they typically run like Swords Dance, stuff like that. I'm going to go for U-turn as they pull a switch into Vaporeon, and that's exactly how this team is supposed to function, because you want to get Abomasnow in on the Vaporeon so that you can start breaking down their team. I feel like Woodhammer is a little bit too obvious here, so I kind of want to go for a Blizzard. I think I'm going to make that play. As I go into Togedemaru, which is not a huge deal, I'm going to get off some excellent damage on that. And I'm expecting something like a U-turn to come out. So I'm just kind of thinking in advance here, if I go out to Steelix in the U-turn, then they're going to get in Indeedee or maybe even Virizion. I think I will go Steelix nonetheless. It's like a safe play all around. As U-turn does come out. Didn't really want Abomasnow taking that damage. Health could be important for Vaporeon, because I've noticed that this team kind of struggles with bulky water types if you let your Abomasnow go down. So, Virizion coming out here, probably just going to pivot into Weezing, see what kind of a set he's running, as he's running a special set. Not the biggest deal for me. Of course, Hidden Power is no longer in the game. I think I want to get up a T-Spike here. That probably is the best course of action, as Steelix is going to come out. And I really don't mind this. In fact, I think that it would probably be good for me to just get a hit off on this thing. Again, because that's going to open up a door for SNORLAX late game. So I'm considering that as an option here. Or I could go into Charizard. Charizard would force that Vaporeon to get poisoned, which is probably what I want. I'm just not sure if maybe Steelix are running like a rock move. That could be a little bit dangerous. I think I'm just going to opt to throw off a Fire Blast. Just playing it kind of safe. Should be a 2-hit KO. Oh, no. That is a Spadef Steelix. Okay. Either way, it looks like it's an unfavorable position for them. I'm going to anticipate some kind of a switch. I'm going to go into Inteleon, as they just go for a Heavy Slam. So, not really an insane play on their part. It makes sense. I think I'm just going to go for Hydro Pump here, because I don't really mind if a Vaporeon comes in. If anything, getting a poison on it would be nice. As they actually just give me Steelix, which is huge. Because again, that is one step closer to that end game using SNORLAX. And knowing that Virizion is special, that actually makes it a little bit easier for SNORLAX to win late game. So they should reveal either Silvally or Togedemaru as an option there as well. Just thinking about, yeah, I think that going into Steelix is fine. They're going to get Indeedee in here, which is kind of annoying, as they actually go for Zing Zap. So that works out wonderfully for me. No real reason not to just throw off a Body Press. I don't think anything's really going to appreciate it. And this is kind of a cheeky set, the Iron Defense Body Press. I like it, though. I could have also gotten up rocks there, but I think more than anything, I wanted to pressure this Vaporeon and also, you know, make sure that it got poisoned. Oh, is my music not looping? I am sad. Come on, guys. I apologize. Very unprofessional. Okay. So anyhow, I think I'm just going to go into Abomasnow as they pull a double switch into Verzion. So good play on their part. But knowing their set, again, makes it a lot easier to, you know, play around this thing. With that in mind, I think I'm just going to go into Charizard. Like, it checks them offensively, as I can just go for Roost in the following turn. No real reason to overpredict, as Air Slash should not be doing enough damage, yep. But unfortunately, I do get flinched. So that makes things a little bit more difficult. I'm thinking about how important is Charizard in this game, and I know that it outspeeds Indeedee, so that actually is kind of valuable to me. But they end up just forfeiting. I don't know if that's really... I mean, it wasn't like it was unwinnable for them. I understand it, but at the same time, it's kind of like, come on, man. You know, finish out the game. So either way, that's going to be a good start for us. We'll go ahead and grab another one. Excellent, okay. So, looking at this team here, these Pokemon are all ugly. I'm sorry, every single one of them is ugly. Likely to be Banded Caparaja. Must be Unaware Quagsire, although it could be Water Absorb, noticing how they have no water resist. So we'll definitely need to figure that out as we go along. Vikavolt looking kind of like a problem, but I think that if we get rid of Caparaja and Hitmontop, that Snorlax is going to just win this game. And I also noticed that Charizard looks pretty good here too, honestly. With that in mind, in terms of leads, I think I want to lead off with either Inteleon or Charizard. I think I'm going to opt to lead Inteleon. Yeah, because even if this is Scarf, it doesn't outspeed me. And I can pretty much just get a free U-turn out into probably Steelix, I want to say. Or even Snorlax, and just start throwing off Body Slams, which I think is actually what I want to do. As I go for an Energy Ball, yeah, expecting the Steelix to come in. So, yeah, like I said, relatively free Body Slam. Of course, Caparaja is a little bit scary, but I don't think it's too big of a deal. As they're going to go right out into it. And it was weird because I was playing earlier and I ran into like a special Life Orb Caparaja. It was pretty bad, not going to lie. They could predict this, but I'm going to go into Steelix anyhow. Quick Claw. Oh, boys, what is going on? That doesn't really do anything. But, you know, Claydolls are relatively free switch in their part. I think I'm going to make a cover all play. I kind of want to just go back into Inteleon, quite honestly. I think I'm going to make that play. I might regret it. As they go into Quagsire. Okay, so... Again, I really feel like this has to be a Water Absorb, because, like, what do you do versus Waters? I would hate to get Toxic with my Abomasnow, because it looks pretty valuable for breaking down their team. I'm just going to play it a little bit slower. I'm going to Protect. Okay. Interesting. I'm still going to make the U-turn play. Go out into my Weezing here as I go for Toxic. So I get that call correct. And I want to say I can just Toxic Spike here. I'm going to go ahead and do that. If Claydol comes in, not the end of the world. In fact, it gives me a switch into my Abomasnow. Can allow me to start firing off some strong attacks. So, the damage on Steelix. Oh, that's right. We saw Quick Claw. So, yeah, that's not banded. So, we got to keep that in mind. I feel like I can afford to stay in this turn. Because, again, getting rid of Caparaja going to open up a door for Snorlax. So, I'm actually going to Fire Blast here. As Heavy Slam does quite a lot, but we do have the Pain Split, so it's going to make checking, some of these other Pokemon a little bit easier. Just going to throw off another Fire Blast as we thankfully connect and are able to knock out Caparaja. And that's it. That's all she wrote. I really thought we'd have some more determined opponents today, but I can understand it, man. You pull up with the Abomasnow, people be scared. So scary mon. I remember when I first played through like Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, man. I saw that thing for the first time. I was like, what the hell is that? Really cool Pokemon. Unfortunately, I haven't really been able to use it much in this live, but hopefully that'll change. So we've got like a weird sort of hail team. This looks more like a standard team, at least to me. Probably like teleport, defensive Xatu, SNORLAX, Quiver Dance. Okay, so we've definitely got some threats. Charizard looks amazing in this game. Want to get up T-Spike to put pressure on that SNORLAX. And Inteleon looks pretty good here too. You know, pretty much outspeeding everything. I think I'm just going to lead with it again. It seems to be like a great lead. One of the fastest Pokemon in this tier. So we'll see how this works out. We've got Claydol in the field. You know, I don't really want to predict anything turn 1. I feel like I just want to go for Hydro Pump, as they're going to give me Claydol. So that works out perfectly for us. The nice thing about my Steelix too is that it will beat pretty much all variants of SNORLAX 1v1, since we can set up Iron Defense alongside Curse and then threaten them with Body Press. So Vanillix is going to be the switch. Don't want to predict anything really. I gotta consider, like, I don't want SNORLAX getting worn down too much throughout this game, but at the same time I don't really have a great switch into this anyways. So if they have Explosion, I can see that. Oh, okay. So knowing that it's Aurora Veil, this thing is probably Explosion. How do I want to play around that? I think that I really feel like this is Explosion. I just don't know if they would pull the trigger this early. This could be really bad if I get this play wrong. I'm gonna just throw off a Body Slam first as I go for Blizzard. So they are what? Leftovers, okay. I'm actually gonna go for Curse here, because this is starting to get dangerous for them. Like, if they don't explode now, then I feel like I'm in a pretty good spot. As they go into their Snorlax. So, as I mentioned earlier, I'm not going to allow this thing to get out of hand. I'm going to go right out into my Steelix as they go for Body Slam. Rocks here would be a really foolish play. They do just have the Xatu chilling. I think I'm just going to go ahead and go for a... I want to say Iron Defense. Just in case they try cursing up. As unfortunately I get paralyzed, but it really didn't matter because I wasn't doing any damage to that thing anyway. Now what's annoying about Xatu is that it can just go for teleport kind of free. Just gonna go to Snorlax, all around safest play. Doesn't really mind anything that Xatu goes for. This could also be screens, although I just don't really get like what their team is going for, because I mean, I get it, like Snorlax is a setup mon, so is Frostmoth, but they haven't really like gone for that. So unfortunately we get Spit F drop there. That's pretty annoying. I don't really like going hard into Charizard here, but I feel like I'm kind of pressured into doing that. Yeah, I really don't want Snorlax getting weak. As they go for Teleport, so I mean, this isn't the worst position for me. It's going to get them back in their Snorlax, but of course I can always just go into my Steelix. As that's exactly what's going to happen here. I would love to get up Hazards, but it's very difficult to do that versus Xatu, unfortunately. Because Hazards would just expedite this game so much. Gonna go into Steelix. As they go for a Curse, and I'm going to set up an Iron Defense in this thing's face. Do not want this Snorlax getting out of hand. The annoying part is that if I get paralyzed like 20 times, I could lose. So I'm going to go ahead and set up another Iron Defense. And I think I just want to throw off a Body Press to see what kind of damage we're getting. As that's a lot of damage. Wow. Yeah, I'm not going to predict anything. I'm just going to go for another Body Press, as they're going to give me Snorlax, which is excellent. Yeah, that opens up a huge door for my Charizard now. Like, I really just see it kind of cleaning through the rest of his team. He could go out into Vanillix to set up the Aurora Veil, which would be a sensible play. But I might use it as an opportunity to get up rocks. But I'm assuming that Frostmoth and Charizard are both boots anyways, so I don't know. Like, I don't really need my Steelix or anything now. So I could either get a KO. The only annoying part is that if I KO this and he's got up the Veil, then I'm left in with a paralyzed Pokemon versus a setup Pokemon, and I don't really like the sound of that. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and get up rocks. as thankfully I'm able to do that. Again, I'm a little bit scared of Blizzard, but I do want to think about this kind of carefully. I think I'm going to body press, as Zatu's going to come out, and I get paralyzed. Some things never change, folks. So, I see this as a good time to curse up, as they're going to defog, which makes sense. Just going to go for curse here, as Frostmoth is going to come out. Gonna curse again, and then follow it up with a body slam in the next turn. I should not be 2-8 KO'd by anything. Bug Buzz will hurt, but it shouldn't do too much. Yeah, that does quite a bit, but I think we're gonna knock this thing out. Yeah, gone. And that's looking to be game from here. I really don't see them winning. I'm actually gonna rest up on this. If it's DD, that's kind of like whack, but yeah. From this point, SNORLAX is just gonna win, and I think they recognize that too, so that's another W. I'll take it. We'll grab another one here. I'm really loving this team. Definitely got some interesting choices on it. Inteleon seems really good in this tier. And SNORLAX, you know, that's the thing. Like, although it's fallen from grace of OU, SNORLAX seems to do great in any tier that it's in. Always filling that role of, like, being a special sponge or being a late game win condition. So, definitely cool to see him still doing it big. So, versus this team, a lot of interesting choices on this team. I think the biggest threat that I'm scared of is actually the Galvantula, because it kind of just destroys my team. Gotta watch out for this guy, the body presser, but I think that my Steelix should beat it 1v1. And Inteleon can probably revenge kill it if I get it low. I think I want to lead off with Inteleon again, just because I want to like be able to break a sash on Galvantula. Yeah. So unless he's Scarf, I don't think these things run Scarf. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. So, gonna use this as an opportunity to go out either into SNORLAX or Steelix. I think I want to go out into Steelix, because I feel like they just go for the electric move or they go for the web, right? Yeah, they go for web. Just want to get up my rocks here. Energy Ball could hurt. If they go for Energy Balls, then I'll pull a switch into SNORLAX. So, we got Antonio Brown on the field. What the heck do I do versus this thing? It's a good question. I'm not gonna lie, this thing is a little bit scary. Yeah, I really got to consider my options here. Charizard seems a little bit rushed. What do I really need him for? I mean, Revenge Killing, Double and Haunter is nice. I don't even think he 2-hit KOs, though, if this is Spadef. That's quite annoying. I feel like I'm going to choke this. I do not want to get swept by Antonio Brown, let me tell you. I could just Iron Defense alongside it. I think I want to do that, as stupid as it sounds. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for it. As I don't know if I made the right play, but I'm just going to commit to this. Yeah, it's looking questionable, boys, but we're going to go for Body Press. Get off some kind of damage, and then I think if you just keep superpowering, I can go into Charizard. That did not do enough. That did not do enough. Okay, well. Oh, we lived! The god. The annoying thing is that if he has rest, though, then I'm kind of screwed. But I feel like... I mean, if he rests, right? Okay, so this thing's kind of going stupid on me, but it's all good. We got Charizard in the back. Even if this is Scarf, I should live this. As long as we hit, we're good. Thankfully, we're able to connect. So, was it the best trade? Probably not. But it's already been done. No going back on it, boys. So this guy comes out. Is this Water Spout? I I feel like Water Spout 2-hit KOs, what's it called? My, Abomasnow. I don't know why I couldn't think of his name. We'll check it out. This is Specs, right? That's Scarf. Yeah, dude, Specs is definitely gonna rock my world. I mean, Snorlax can take 2, but I really don't want him taking too many hits. I think I'm gonna scout with Snorlax just to see what he goes for. Like, we should not be 2-hit KO'd by even Specs.
Holy Jesus.
Where am I at, bro? Lord Bobbert with the crazy sets. Gonna just Body Slam. As they go for Hyper Beam again. Interesting. Gonna Body Slam again, get the maximum punish that I can out of this. As we just knock that thing out. So, the biggest threat currently is looking like that Haunter. As Aaron Hernandez comes out. Oh my god, what is going on right now? Who are these people? Alright, so I do not want this thing going stupid on me. I feel like getting rid of the hazards is probably the course of action to take. Gonna just defog. And go for probably fire. I think if I like whittle this thing down, I can put it in range of Hydro Pump. That's kind of my game plan. Alternatively, I could go into Wheezing. I'm gonna go for Hurricane. Body Press is gonna do a lot. But again, I think that getting this thing weakened is gonna be what I need. Yeah. Oh, we actually tanked that. That's super clutch. Go for Fire Blast. It's more accurate, and I'm in Blaze. Nice. Okay, so I don't even know how we got out of there alive. I really don't. I'll take it. Galvantula is going to come back out, so this Pokemon definitely looking like a problem. How important is Charizard? A little bit. Okay, definitely more important than I'm giving it credit for. Gonna go out into Snorlax here. But I need to make sure that I don't get too weak for that Charizard. So I'm actually gonna rest up here. Crit. Thankfully, no Para. So from this position, what do I want to do here? Probably just Sleep Talk. As we get a Curse, that's cool. We're gonna dodge a Thunder while asleep. Whew. Come on, Body Slam. Wait, wait, what just happened there? Oh my god, my mouse double clicked. Bro, that's a throw. That's a huge throw. I gotta rest again. Please don't get paired. Okay, I'm gonna start using my my clicker over here. As Lord Bobbert just had enough. Well, that almost got scary. Because I definitely almost threw. I think we can get like one more. And call it with this. So yeah, let's do that.